Okay, so this is the rental business manager for our business. Basically, I bought a template and then I changed it for us, so it should work through this. So the general plan is that you're going to be able to download this off of the OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive. So it'll be in a cloud, basically. So you can download it to your computer and actually have it. So in case the power goes out or if the internet goes out, you'll have it on your laptop. And then you can then upload the actual drive and save it to the OneDrive so that I can see it, and it also protects the file too, just in case anything happens, including if somebody like corrupts it, meaning like changes it, like say one of our workers screws up the cells and we can't figure out how to get it back. If you uploaded it to the cloud, we would be able to just re-download it and just go back to square one, and we wouldn't have to deal with it again. Also, too, it's in our favor if for some reason your laptop, whatever, to be get stolen or anything like that, we'd have all of the data and the invoices and stuff like that. So what this does, though, is so basic information here, as you can see, this is going to be the business name. Here's you, and then I have asset categories right here. You can put in up to 30 categories. All you have to do is add them to it, and you can do it. So you basically can just start typing here. Like if you want to do a new one, you can do like, I don't know, like shoes, and then boom, that should be a category, and then it should just pop right in. Shoes, yeah. So shoes are there, and then you can just delete it, no problem. It's definitely not a problem. So you can just do that, delete, gone. So totally you can do whatever you want with it. It's pretty flexible in terms of this. So that's the main thing. So down here you can see the different tabs. So you have the settings are the assets. So this is the first thing I want to draw your attention to. So it basically gives us 21 different assets that we have. So you've got literally all of our different assets right here. All the tents, all the toilet tents, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, ponchos, the different size jackets and all that kind of stuff. And then you have an asset category. So 2-person tents and 4-person tents are in regular tents, and the 4-person dinner tent and the 6-person dinner tent is in the dinner tents. So you can see them there. This is asset description, and this is the starting quantity. This is the exact quantity in both shipments that I'm sending out to you, which are actually on the high seas right now and should be coming your way soon. Now these prices are actually fixed. Tell me if you want to change any of them. The only thing is you don't want to ever change the price here, because it'll change the price for all customers always. So I'll show you how to change a price for a specific customer if you want later. Let's just say we have a customer who we like and you want to give them a 10 or a 20% discount or something. You'll have that option, but don't do it from here. These are the fixed prices. So I put in all the prices that you had suggested when we were in the cafe in Arusha. And then anything that's red here, so see how this is all red, means that you can type what you want. If it's green, it's automatically figured out. So don't touch these columns. They're automatically figured out. If you start changing them, it could screw up the whole calculation. So never touch the green, okay? So next up, so these are the assets. The next thing you have are your customers here. So I guess in essence, the best thing I do here, I'll just go through this and kind of show you how this works. So first, it'll save all of our customers, so you can do it each time. So let's just say, like, I'm going to add you as a customer. So customer ID. So like, I have these different customers that I just put in just to show you. So let's just add you. So you'll be our 8th customer. So this is the process here. So I'm going to write Justine Tarange Masai. And then you can put in your address. I can put in your billing address, your email address. Let's just say you're justine@gmail.com, your phone number, whatever. There you go. We got a phone number. Great. And that's that. So now you're in. So I have Justin is in as a customer. So the next step too, so this is the exact process we would go through if a customer is standing in front of you. So boom, you're now in as a customer. You have to put them in as a customer first. Then you go down here to the order headers, down here in the tabs. So customers first, then order headers. And then here you go. So now the orders, these are the specific orders. Now certain customers are going to have multiple orders. Like here I have Rafiki has order number 1 and order number 5. And Simba has order number 2 and order number 6. So you can see that there. So, but the customer is only in 1. So you can see there's only 1 Rafiki and 1 Simba, basically. So for you, here you are, number 8. So now I'm going to make order number 10, right? So you're customer number 8, but I'm going to make it with order 10. So like the way we do this is make a new order, so you have to make a new order. And let's just say I'm going to put in the date here to be the 28th of April. So you just have to write 4/28, that'll automatically come in. Then I'll assign the customer, here you are, Justin, boom, and then the order status. The order status is going to be either canceled, an inquiry, or booked. Really, the only one that changes the inventory is the booked one. So you can put people in temporarily as an inquiry, like say someone comes the night before and they want to add in the fact that maybe they want to get 4/10 or something, but they're not there yet, they didn't actually book it or pay it yet. You can do the inquiry one, and you can cancel it if you want to just nix it so it's not there, but like honestly you could just delete the whole line, it's up to you. But the booked one is the one that matters. We're always charging daily. You could do a fixed rate, but we're just going to do daily. And then the rent out date, so let's say the rent out date was the same as your order date you came in, so let's just say 4/28 was your rent out date, and you're going to keep it for 6 days, let's just say. So you're going to come back on 5/4/23. Cool. And then let's just say the tax rate's 18%. You can change that to whatever the official tax rate is, or whatever you want to TIA the rate as to prove, or whatever you do, Justin's up to you. I trust you. And then the payment due date, we'll put the due date as the same day as the rent out date. So we'll say again 4/28. And then other charges, just put 0 and 0. This is like if there's like shipping or something, but it's not our business how we do that. And then this leaves one column here, which we'll come back to. This is the paid amount. So right now the total order amount is 0, because technically there's nothing in it yet. And the paid amount is blank, so we'll get back to that. So now we're going to go to the next line. So we're going to go to the order details line, basically. Now this is in essence everything. So it's going to have all the order numbers, it's going to have all the asset categories, asset names, and everything. So it's pretty overwhelming. Everything that's in green is automatically figured out. You do not touch any of it ever. If you touch this, it could change the whole formatting of everything. So never touch the green, only the red, okay? So once we get over here, you can see this. Now it's kind of huge at this point. My suggestion here is, like in Excel, I know you know how to use it, but just in case anyone doesn't, you can always show them this video. But basically right here, you'll click this, and these are all the different order numbers, so 1 to 9. Now we haven't added yours yet, but we're about to add 10, so it's not going to show up yet. You have to have one selected, or it won't. You see nothing happens. So let's just say order. I just keep one order on the screen so that it's not so overwhelming. So just keep order number 1. Now what I'll do here is we're actually going to create your order. So let's just say, so we know your order number 10. Cool. So each individual item gets put on the same order as 10. So you can see here I did it. So this is all order 1. You have regular tents, and then there's 2-person tents and 4-person tents as 2 separate lines. The unit price will automatically come up. So let's just say what I would do is just highlight this, press Control-C, and then you can have it, and then just tap down, basically Control-V, 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 and this will add them to it. So you can add a bunch of them too, like this. So now let's just say we have someone coming in. Now we know, let's just go through some of our things. These will be here. So let's say regular tents, let's say dinner tents, let's say toilet tents and toilets. So I have them all organized by category, and you'll see once you click on them, chairs and tables, rain gear, winter clothes. That's going to be there. Let's do 2 of the winter clothes things. Trekking gear. And you'll see as we go through these which ones are specifically in there. I tried to make it customizable for you. So like medical gear, sleeping gear, and you'll get the hang of this. I know it seems like it's just because I've been screwing around with it, so I just know what's in there. And then you can add a new one each time like this. And if you don't want one, just click on it if you add too much and delete row, and it's gone. So if you add too many, it's okay. It's not a problem. So again, so boom, I added it. I didn't need it. Delete row, gone. Easy. So Control-V, Control-V. So let's add some more items. Sleeping gear. Let's add our backpacks. And we didn't need this row. Cool. Good example. We're going to highlight it, and we're going to press delete row. Cool. So now over here on the asset name, so these are the categories. Now you need to actually put them in. So a 2-person tent, it automatically comes up, and this is per day, of course. That's $9 a day. A 4-person tent, let's do a 6-person dinner tent. let's do toilets, and so you got a toilet tent and then a portable toilet. You got chairs and tables. You've got for rain gear, let's do ponchos. Or let's do gaiters maybe. Let's do gaiters. Winter clothes, let's say we're going to do smalls and mediums, I guess. I don't know. Trekking gear here, let's do headlamps. And let's do trekking poles. Medical gear, this is only pole socks. Sleeping gear, this is going to be sleeping bags and pads. Backpacks, large backpack, and let's do a small backpack. So it gives you a good idea. Now let's just make up some numbers here. Now all these prices are already on there for you. So all you have to do is this. So let's just say, let's imagine that this is a 6-person group. So we have we need one 2-person tent and one 4-person tent. So we're going to do this and this. Boom. They're all going to eat in the same 6-person dinner tent. We need one toilet tent and one toilet. Since there's 6 people, we need 6 chairs and 3 tables. Oops, I screwed that up. Back 3. Gaiters, let's just say we only need 2 of them because some of them have them. For small jackets, let's just say we need 3, and medium jackets we need 2. Let's say for headlamps we need 6. Trekking poles, 6. Because it's a group of 6, we need 1 pole socks with them. They all need sleeping bags and sleeping pads. And then for the backpacks, let's just say that 2 people wanted a large and 2 people wanted a small. And there we go. So you have all these things right here. And you can see the big differentiation here is, so like not to confuse them, always keep one order at the top. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's through here. So like outside the 1 there, and then you can see here, so there's 10 too is on there, and that's okay. But just there always has to be 1 order on here. So once you add this there, now we can, if you want to click off of the 1, now that we know we have the 10, this is just that order. So it's all done with this little box here, okay? These other boxes, though they have uses, you don't need them. Don't touch them, okay? So we're just going to keep it to the order number 1. So now you have, this is your populated order, and you can see all of this, okay? So all the prices and stuff are automatically figured out, and you can see the rental durations in terms of days. So it's not 42 days, it's 7 times 6, because there's 6 of the items, so it's 42. So it's like 42 rental days there, and then you can see all these prices that all come in, and that's good. So now at this point, that's it. So that is literally it. You now have the power to print your invoice, and we can save the order, and we're good to go. So the first thing we're going to do here is, now, before we do this, I suggest you go to the calendar. Now this is kind of cool. Now this is, so now I've been making stuff up here, obviously. So like I have like for these orders and all, I put in a bunch of orders. So these are obviously like fake orders, basically. But you can see on the calendar here, now this is really cool. I think you'll like this, and this is very useful. And actually it's good because this last order that I just put in with these fake numbers screwed up on the calendar. You can see it's overbooked. This is a good example, actually. So how this works here is on the calendar tab, basically, you never touch any of this. Don't change the numbers, don't delete them, don't write anything in, nothing. The only thing that you can do if you want, you can change the start date, because basically as you go here, so you change the start date. So let's just say I wanted to do it on for like April 2nd. It'll shift the whole thing, see? And then if I want it to be April 7th, it'll do that, and you'll have to keep doing this. So as time goes on, you can change it. So like today is like 4/10. So if you want it to be 4/10, and it'll shift the whole calendar over, so you can see it in live view. So that gives you a good idea of that. Now, pretty much there's available and rented. So these are the only buttons you click. It's the date if you want to put it in to make the calendar move to the right, and then you have the available and the rented, and that's it. Now the available one, in essence, is basically going to tell you how many are available to rent. So you have green means that they're available to rent. The white means that it's neutral, meaning it's 0, basically. So there's none to rent, like you're out, basically. And then red means you've overbooked, that we're trying to book things that don't actually exist.